Oh, well, Justin. Oh, Justin, what have you done? I'm not gonna insult you, I'm not gonna threaten you, I'm not gonna use big words because that's not my aim, and whatever words we could use towards you, apparently, nothing makes you react like when your image is affected. And that's what we have seen with the international reaction to your statements and to your behavior all in all. And as an immigrant, an old-time immigrant that comes from the old communist bloc, I have to tell you that your behavior is very, very, very suspicious, as well as your associations. Okay? So, from my point of view, as an immigrant, what I can see, it's a very, very, very dictatorial behavior, and like nothing happened, you come out and you talk about it. You admire the Chinese dictatorship? Are you crazy? Supporting communism, Justin, it's marking yourself as a criminal because communism it's the system that kills its own people, okay? That makes its own people starve. Is that what you're telling us, Justin? Are those your plans? Because your actions sure point that way. All right? So, as they say abroad, a nation deserves the leader that they chose, especially when they live in a democracy where every 4 years they get to choose their master. So, Justin, there are a few points that I would like to point out, and take it as you like. It's made in a actually my critic is not aimed to slander you. Actually, it's aimed at to be constructive. That's the word I was looking for. So these points are very, very important, and basically, any nation expects these basic values to be part of the leader's values, which in your case are not. Okay? First of all, the people who chose you gave you a mandate. Your first mandate, Justin, let me remind you, it's not to virtue signal. It's not to look good in the international on the international stage, right? It's to protect and secure the nation and secure the borders. Because without secure borders, you cannot have a secure nation. Okay? Your soldiers that were sent off, okay, to combat, okay, a virus that is taking over the world, okay, which is, I don't mean to trigger you, Justin, but it is Islamic terrorism, okay? Everybody is facing it all over the world, and some people defend against it, some people don't. So, when we say you have to look out for your nation first, you make sure that the elderly, okay, don't go without electricity, without food, without services, because they built what you are now throwing away. Second of all, okay, you cannot go giving money away to terrorists who are in Guantanamo with good reasons, because Canada doesn't stand by torture. I'm sorry, but these people are not here to love us, Justin, and I think that that's very clear to everybody now, okay? Very, very clear. So you don't go to court against your veterans that you are mistreating, incredibly mistreating, okay? That fought those ISIS members, the terrorism, and you disrespect them and you're giving the money away to terrorists. You are giving money away to Saudi Arabia to arm them. But actually on the political scene, you virtue signal, you misrepresent Canadian values and you don't represent Canadian interests, okay? And that actually, it's a very, very traitor-like behavior, Justin, and it's not very nice, okay? I also heard that you were sitting down with Facebook to actually censor Canadians. Justin, when you are the head, the leader of a democratic, free country that has freedom of speech, your first job is to protect that freedom. But no, Justin, you're looking to censor us. Maybe you can censor Canadians. You will not be able to censor the whole world, and everybody knows what's up. Justin, that's being a traitor, and treason with you seems like it's only a question of dates, ain't it now, Justin? So, the agriculture and the farming, these are basic pillars of any nation, any society that can call himself independent. You do not touch these people, okay? You do not touch them. If you touch them, it's to make their life better, to help them, not to undermine them as you do. These people feed you, your family, and all of Canadians. And just so happens that it also gives you a very nice competitivity on the international nation, which we are losing, Justin. We are losing because you're putting America in our back. That was my third point. When you have to share the longest borderline with the nation that has the biggest army and that your economy depends on for 80%, you don't go and spit in their face. And personally, I find that you should not be at the negotiation tables. What kind of training do you have, Justin, to go take all that responsibility and the Canadians' economic future in your hands and blow it like that? So you spat on Trump, but you signed with the Chinese. And we are getting fucked all the way. But we are not liking it, Justin. We're not liking it. Fourth point, your freaking carbon tax. Justin, you are taxing the air that we're breathing. Is Canada the worst polluter in the world? But your Chinese friends are nice, right? And their dictatorship is actually very amazing. How dictatorship raised China's economy so high. Justin, you're destroying yours, okay? You cannot tax the air. And here in Quebec, we don't have that tax. But any province that is charged with this carbon tax, everybody should refuse to pay that tax. What you gonna do, Justin? What you gonna do? You gonna put everybody in jail? Justin, I hope you're not as stupid as you look like. I'm sorry to say it. And it's just too bad that it's an immigrant that has to tell you that. Which brings me to my last point. As you like underlining any Muslim holiday or the Chinese New Year, I want you to underline and make a public statement when it comes to Hungary's National Day. Okay? So Hungary's National Day, I'm expecting from you to take a stand, okay? To praise Hungary, to praise Viktor Orban, that is doing so well in protecting his country. And that's what I'm expecting, because diversity is not only made out of Muslims, which is not a nation, but a religion. Okay? And you cannot shit on Christianity. That is not respecting, okay, your inclusive ideology. It's taking it apart, Justin. Stop putting citizens up one against the other. Stop make it look like Islam is the biggest problem, is the biggest threat that we have to solve. Because you know as well as me that your association with Soros György, which is, by the way, a Hungarian product, and they are dealing with him now, his own country, Justin, his own country turned his back on him. They threw him out, Justin. The biggest nation's leaders have arrest warrants against him. What the fuck are you doing sucking up to that old motherfucking rat? He's a snake. He's a communist snake. He's doing what he's doing here everywhere. Everybody knows that he's controlling and he's financing all this. We cannot call this immigration and refugees. This is an invasion, Justin. And you are a traitor for participating in it. Okay? You are mindless, femi, beta male, okay? And by the way, we would have a big problem if all Canadian males would come out and say that they are feminists. Because it's not feminist beta males that build this nation, that build this country, and that made it come today to make of it what it is. We were a big economy in the world, Justin. Okay? Canada first. Canadians first. Canadian economy, Canadian security first. And your Minister of Immigration and the citizenship there, he's working for his Muslim interests. Okay? Justin, you need to stop whatever you're doing. And you need to wise up and come to terms with the fact that you have no training and that you are not the right person to fill the position that you're feeling. So if you would be a real man, you would come to terms with that and you would step off. But since you are a feminist, ideological, crazy dictator like whatever, who cannot take criticism, Justin, when you say on the international community that everybody who criticizes you are Nazis, you know, Justin, when everybody around it's Nazi, well, there are no Nazis no more, are they now, Justin? And that leaves you with your empty ideology and your fake personality. Okay? Selfie time is over, Justin. Okay? I hope that you're not as dumb as you seem or you're playing it. Because really, Justin, you are Canada's worst Prime Minister ever. And I know what you're looking into. You're looking into getting the Coudenhove-Kalergi trophy, right? For advancing the Kalergi plan? We know you. It's not your plan, it's George Soros' plan. How do you feel being his goy toy, eh? Justin? You better be careful because our neighbors, militias on the other side of the border, and Canadian citizens just had it with you and your associations, okay? And don't be surprised if people are really looking into holding you accountable for everything. Peace out, Justin. Hope you're going to sit down and think about this. Really do. And I am waiting on Hungary's National Day that you come out with a statement as you do for the other diversity. Okay? Do what you preach, Justin. Don't just yak because you look bad. That's why journalists and people on the streets and in universities, anywhere you go, people boo you and people are throwing you out and people are calling you names. Justin, Muslims are only 2.6% of Canada's population. Just make sure that you're on the right side of the history when you go down, Justin. Make sure.